really important moment that got you to your success?
Yeah. The time that I had no okay, so in 2017, I got fired from my job. I was, um I was working at a raw food company, and, I got fired for a stupid reason. I did a Christmas party, and the investors wanted me to cancel the Christmas party, and I was like, "I'm not doing that." So, the next day, they fired me, and, they went
Did
out
you
of
have a
business
good party?
shortly. No, because I knew I was getting fired.
Mm.
But everybody loved it. It was like the best party they've ever been to, most epic. So yeah, everybody else loved it, but I knew the whole time that this was it. I was going to get fired because they told me to cancel it, and I said no, I'm not canceling it for all my employees. So my employees come first. Sorry, so not me. They come first, and that's a very big part of being a good leader. A good leader is selfless and the hardest working person in the room. So I basically was fired. I didn't have any savings, and in 2017, I got serious about Misfit Vegan because I needed to, because I didn't wanna, again, work at Walmart, and I didn't know what to
Mhm.
do. So, I worked my ass off. I invested in a course, $5,000 course from Darren Hardy called Insane Productivity. That was a pivotal moment in my life. I took the course. I didn't even finish it because halfway in the course, he inspired me that I started my YouTube. I got really serious about it and I just took off from there and I just didn't stop. However, I didn't make any money. So in 2018, I had to get another job. I worked at this other raw food place called Juice Press, and I became the head of training and development. And it was one of the best things I could have ever done because it taught me how to public speak. I had to do speeches, orientations, and speak in front of, the whole company, run meetings, and train all these employees and managers. So it was amazing. It was great. I'm so grateful that happened to me. But the pivotal moments were all the times I was desperate for money. And I'm not willing to do anything that I don't love to do for money. So like, as you can tell from my jobs, for 7 years I worked at a raw food place. Okay. The other job was 3 years at a raw food place. Like, for the last 10 years, I've worked at a raw food place. I'm not working at a bank. I'm not capable of working at, Walgreens because it's just I'm not here for that. I know that we are not here to just suffer all day just to make money and pay bills and die. I just know it.
Mhm.
And that happened with the raw food diet. It opened up my eyes to the possibilities, the totality of possibilities. So every time I was desperate for money, I either had to get a job in the field that I love, which is raw foods, or I had to work my ass off to work for myself, pump out those videos, make those reels, make this, the book, and get the clients and push myself. Because I mean, honestly, I you only get stronger and better when you do things because you have to do them. Like, if I had so much money and I came from money and I had parents and I had people like in my life that were like, "No, don't work so hard. Here's some money." I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I wouldn't have the books, I wouldn't have the course, I wouldn't have the
Mhm.
merchandise. If I had safety nets and savings, and if I had people in my life that were supportive of me and just like helping me out, then I fucking wouldn't be who I am today. Another great advantage. I don't have parents, I don't have siblings, I don't have people in my life with money, Like, I don't have safety nets, and it's such a fucking blessing because I wouldn't have everything I have today if I had those things. So, um, I don't even
The
remember the question,
circumstances
Kuba.
really pushed you to
Yes.
stay motivated and keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
And then how it seems like a lot of your journey, you were working for free, like you were doing stuff out of passion, not making money or making a little bit of money and then having to go back to work. How did you stay motivated through all those times? Like what made you not give up and be like, I'm just gonna work at a raw vegan place. This is too hard, this entrepreneurial journey. Because it sounds like it
Mm,
took years before you started really making money.
many years. Yeah. Again, I
And
started
how what
Misfit
kept you
Vegan
motivated?
in 2012. I started Misfit Vegan in 2012. What got me motivated
Yeah,
was,
like why did you keep going? Why did
yeah,
you keep going until you finally made it?
the bad stuff. The bad stuff really motivates me a lot. So like I said, I got fired from this company in 2017, and I gave my blood, sweat, and tears to this company. I worked my way up from a cashier at this organic raw vegan food and beverage establishment. I worked my way up to the CEO of the company. Okay. I worked my ass off. And one day they said, well, if you don't cancel this Christmas party, you're getting fired. And they literally fired me and the investors. And I couldn't believe it because I thought I was untouchable. You know, the company's me. Like everyone knows, like that is the whole company was me. I trained everyone, I opened every store, I did every recipe. It was all me. And the fact that they could just fire me, it blew me away. I couldn't believe it. So that year, 2017, I got serious and I read The Compound Effect because
Darren
Ted
Hardy.
Carr, your friend, recommended The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy in a YouTube video. And I was following him because I'm a raw vegan and I was following his raw vegan journey. He was raw at the time. And I read the book, and Kuba, it changed my life because I didn't know that I could have my own personal goals. I worked my whole life for other people. I didn't know one entrepreneur. I didn't know anyone making money on their own. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, very like a very poor neighborhood in Brooklyn. So like nobody in my family and none of my friends were entrepreneurs. Okay, we were all struggling, but I had the most money obviously because I worked my way up to CEO. So I was making six figures. They fired me, and that was the light. That was the lighter fluid to my fire. Okay. The kerosene to my fire because I was like, you
The
know
compound
what?
effect.
This is not happening to me ever again. Nobody's ever going to fire me ever, ever again. So I recommend everyone gets a job that they can't be fired from because if you've ever been fired, this was the first time I ever got fired, then you know how that feels. Okay. You feel
Mm.
like you're worthless. You feel like, I mean, to me, it was just such a shock because I'm such a hard worker. And in my wildest dreams, I would have never thought that I would have gotten fired for, doing this Christmas party. But they wanted to just prove a point that I wasn't in charge. They were in charge, you know? But anyway, anywho, yeah. So what has motivated me has been number one, I'm never working for anyone ever again. And number two, this is my life purpose. I was born to help people eat fruit instead of dead animal body parts. That is my life purpose. I found it. I found it in 2011, but I didn't know that I was capable of doing it until, just a few years ago. I didn't have the confidence. I didn't have the knowledge and the people like you in my life to like tell me, "Oh yeah, you can make money on your own. Oh, you can have a website, you can have a book, you can have a course. Yeah, this is normal." Okay, I didn't have those kind of people in my life until, 2017 when I met you. I went to Woodstock, I met all these other people that were
Yeah,
doing
that's
it
so
too.
key.
It's key to have examples. I didn't have any examples. And same with the raw food diet. I mean, somehow I did it even though I didn't know one raw vegan. I found the truth and I was like, this is the truth. This is what we should be eating. Same with being an entrepreneur. This is the truth. This is what I should be doing. Everyone on earth should be doing what they love, what they're passionate about, and what they believe is their life purpose. And if you don't know your life purpose, then you just ask yourself this question: what do I think is the number one problem with the world today? What is the number one problem in the world today? And what can I do to help solve it? And that is what you should be doing. Obviously, there's many ways you could do it. You just choose one and go for it. Me, I now have so many streams of income. I'm doing so many different things because I'm using all my gifts and talents. But I mean, I started out just coaching. That's how I started making money, just coaching. But now I'm writing books. Now I'm designing clothing. Now I'm running retreats. Okay. And you can do it too. Everyone can do it, but you have to just keep going and you have to really, really push yourself. Fuck motivation. It's not going to work. You're going to have to do it whether you're motivated or not. And if you want to fake motivation, then quit your job and you'll fucking do it. Because, if you need to pay rent, like that's the damn truth. Oh, you see? If you need to pay rent, if you need to make money as an entrepreneur to buy food and keep the lights on, then you're going to find a way or you're going to give up and you're going to get a job again, which is what most people do. Why? I don't know, Kuba. Why do people give up?
Because they're more comfortable and it's easier to just have a job and not think about doing anything extra, not putting in more time in the evening, just relaxing, turning off your mind from work. It's easier. It's the way that society is
Yeah.
set up.
Yeah. See, I had another advantage, which is I went raw in 2011. And I realized in 2011 that I could give up on the raw food diet, and I could eat that bagel and that pizza, and I could eat that Snickers bar, which was
The
things that I
donut.
really enjoyed, the donuts. I really enjoyed these things. I could do it, but what if I don't? And then what happened would be I would make a big thing of ice cream, or I would have, a big thing of watermelon, like half a watermelon. I would eat fruit and the craving would pass. And then I would say, oh, wow, I just did that. Like I just said no. And I just showed that I could stay raw, even though I was craving other foods. And once
Mm.
you and the 10,000 hours, dude, it's so true. Once you do it over and over and over again, you prove to yourself that you have the power and you can do things you didn't think you can do. And so going raw has helped me tremendously with my entrepreneurial journey because I didn't think that I could write a book. I didn't think I could finish this book. It took everything out of me to finish this book. I didn't think I could do it. But I said to myself, what if I just do it anyway, even though I don't think I can do it? Same with being raw. I didn't think I could be raw, but I said, okay, well, what if I just do it, even though I don't think I could do it? Like, that's the truth. That's how you're going to have to live your life. And you'll only get better and stronger and more able to do it once you do things you don't have to do. Because you don't have to be an entrepreneur. You don't have to write a book. You don't have to make money on courses and you don't have to like you invested in this course. You didn't have to do that, but you will get better every time you do something that you don't have to do. Okay? So, write that down and live by that, please.
You will get better every time you do something that you don't have to do.
Yeah. Stronger and better and more confident and healthier every time you do something that you don't have to do. You know what I'm talking about, right? Go to the gym, work on your book,
Yeah.
eat fruit, you know, do things that are going to move the needle forward. Every time you do that, you get better, you get stronger.